Alright, before we get into the video, make sure you guys check out my How to Write a Radiohead Song for OK Computer video, and I've also re-reacted to the entirety of the original OK Computer, updating them to see if they've changed. I will be doing OK Not OK Disc 2, or whatever that is. I guess it's some B-sides from the era as well in the future, so make sure you subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with those uploads. Now to the video. What up? Yeah, I know it took me a long time to finish up with part 2 here, but hey, better late than never. So we last ended on Anyone Can Play Guitar, which is kind of a song that, I'm not gonna say it like made me mad, but it did disappoint me because I loved the verses so much. The chorus, not so much. A little bit of a ruin there. Actually, I was watching Brad Taste, and he has this segment where he allows his viewers to like commentate songs that were ruined. And in the video, one of the people commented this song, but off to the next one. Hopefully it's not too dark and you guys can see something over here. It would be nice if you could see I lit this up so you guys can see it, but I'm kind of blocking it. And if I'm over here, my face is even darker, so unlucky. I've also never had green tea before, or really any tea since I was a kid, but I've heard green tea is super good for you, so I'm gonna try it. This is green tea, first reaction. Not bad, actually.
So destroyed with clever toys for little brains. Airplane, do I mean what I mean? Oh, it's inevitable, inevitable.
I remember saying and thinking that like the bends sounded like a product of its time, but it did it really well. And I think this album can kind of fall in a similar vein, but I can't really argue that this is better than the bends overall so far with this album. On this song, for example, it really does sound a little bit dated, and it does kind of have a little bit of a cheesy sound, but there's still some stuff I can really grab out of it and really enjoy. So I love this part, for example. This has a good energy here. Nice. Kitty, stop messing with the cameras. Jeez. Calm down. Okay, that was cool. Ooh, okay. That snare sound is so weird. That was like an unassuming song that had a little taste of what Radiohead was potentially going to create in the future. And I really was not thinking anything of the song, but with that ending, I would say it actually did redeem the song a decent amount. And I don't know, kind of like stands up on its own because of that ending, where it kind of, that's not something you would typically hear in like a radio-friendly pop rock type song from the 90s, like an outro that actually extends that far. It didn't follow that typical song structure, and I like that at least it took that risk alone. Ooh, that was cool.
I never wanted anything but the I ran around in domestic bliss. I fought hard, died hard.
Nice. Woo. Despite having this mid-paced, kind of meandering sound, there's so much more to grasp onto in this song, I feel like, than in Ripcord. It has a little bit of more of those Radiohead isms, and I don't know, it feels a little bit more adventurous, like it's going outside of the box, even if it's just a little bit. Ooh, chugging. Nice rasp in the vocals, okay. Great chord. See, this is fun. Nice. That hardly sounds like Tom singing, honestly. Ooh, that's good. Got some wacky stankiness in this solo. That's what I'm here for. Even the wacky stank. Tom does not belt like this often. Okay. The average Pablo Honey enjoyer, I understand you now, okay? It had a flair to it. There's not really like a technical way to describe it. It had a spark of a vision and creativity that I just haven't gotten for some of the songs on the album, and even for some of the songs in the Bends, honestly. I was gonna say at the beginning there, that almost sounded like a demo, and I don't mean that really in a good way. A song that just starts with like an distorted electric guitar, kind of like strumming chords, sounds like something somebody records in a voice memo as like an idea to expand upon, and I was not really excited for where the song was going, but I do understand what they were going for, because they started with that like demo feel so that it would create a contrast for when the song does kick in hard. That's why I keep my mouth closed before I know what's going on. That's a good line. It's a good hook line. Like lyrically. I think this song is not that interesting musically, if I'm being completely honest, but I do think that there are some interesting lyrical stuff, like themes going on, because you have him saying, "I'm better off dead," and then "prove yourself." So maybe it's kind of like his motivating spirit, saying like, "I don't deserve to be alive, but if I can prove my worth, then maybe I can, or I deserve that right." And maybe that's what's funneling into his music. I haven't looked into the lyrics that deeply, but that could be the inspiration for him to work and improve on his music, because he doesn't feel the need to live or exist. He doesn't feel like he has the right to, and he has to prove that, which is a really dark theme, but also it's oddly empowering for people who are in that dark of a space. It's pretty cool. That was weird, like tempo-wise. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, musically that song didn't really do much for me, like at all. But lyrically I thought it was pretty interesting, so maybe that's part of the reason why they incorporated it into the album, was because it was a theme that they really wanted to show off. But it doesn't really sound like a totally finished product to me. Okay, that's weird. You know, this is where you get those little tastes of Radiohead, like they would make a whole song using those sounds in the future. I don't know where this song's going. All the songs have used a kind of similar sound palette of distorted guitars, but this is very different. Future Radiohead would turn that into an entire idea, and they would expand on that concept rather than using that as a jump board into a 90s rock song. Let's see where it goes, though. I have my predictions, but let's see if I was right. Yeah. This isn't really my cup of tea. I do like those palm muted strums again. That's a great motif that's been used throughout the album. I'll say I do like the drum beat, but honestly, the music on this specific song again is just kind of, it's hard to like grasp onto anything that really just, like nothing is jumping out at me. Like I can dig in and I can find details that I'm like, wow, that's actually really interesting. But in this song, it just, nothing is grabbing my attention. And that's what I really look for in a song, at least in a first listen. See, that's interesting. All right, nice feel change. I wish it didn't go back in the chorus there. It was going such a cool direction. All right, I like that. Where are we going with it, though? Give it to me, Tom. Okay, this is good. Nice. Don't go to the chorus. Alright, this could be super fun live. I could see it. Ooh, okay. Screaming guitars. Alright, again. That one kind of reminded me of Ripcord, but it was like an extended version, where it got an even more interesting outro. Yeah, some of that outro kind of reminded me of some of the build-ups in Rainbows and stuff, and maybe even in Hail to the Thief. Very, very interesting song. Not a huge fan of the first half, but that outro was awesome again. So whenever they go outside of the box, they nail it. But they're in the box quite often here. All right, let's hear Lurgy. What a weird name. This made me think of Knives Out instantly. All right, this is a nice sound palette. Kind of almost reminds you like Street Spirit. I like the atmosphere this creates. I will say something that has happened multiple times when listening to Radiohead songs for the first time is I'll create a prediction in my head of where the song's gonna go, and almost every time they kind of subvert that expectation, but when they do, it almost never is like worse than what I expected. A lot of times it's like better than what I could have imagined. In the case of this song, I do really like the base level of where the song is. I had some ideas of where I thought it might go, and I think it hasn't lived up to the full potential, but we'll give it some more time first. Nice falsetto there. nice. Everything's so open on this song. Some interesting backing vocals I can hear. I think that the song could have done with a couple more change-ups though. When we started nearing the end phase of the song, the amount of times that the same few notes had been strummed on the guitar over and over again started to become a little bit monotonous for me. I will say, if you had bought in to that experience by that time, what, kitty? Do you need to go in? Cats, am I right? If you had bought into the musical experience completely, you would have wanted that to go on forever, right? So I'm not here to tell you you couldn't enjoy that. But for me, I wasn't fully in. I just needed one more step forward and I would have been like totally in. Close, very close. Off to the last one, Blowout. See if it's a good closer. I like it already. Dude, it's got like a jazz feel, what? Where was this? Yes! Oh my god. Please keep that up. Yes! Okay, this is by far my favorite on this half. Wow! Okay, this is just... that's nailing everything! Yes! Turn it up. Every change is just nailed here. It's all what I needed. This is weird. I'll bring it back down. I want them to condense it back down. Good singing though. Okay, they were bringing it back down. That's what I needed. Whew. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my god, this is crazy. Sounds like a demon possession. Let's go. Okay, this is better than songs on so many of their best albums. I can't even tell you. Wow. This is a good one. I saved this, my playlist already. It has this genre fusion that I'm like almost always looking for. I don't know why I have like a super soft spot for songs that are able to bring a jazz and rock influence together. For whatever reason, it just butters my biscuit 10 ways. That's why one of my favorite bands is the Deer Hunter, which I'd love to do reaction for them. But this song bridges that gap between the jazz, the rock, and something else. Maybe it's just Radiohead, like essence of Radiohead. So there's those three together. That's exactly what I needed. Like, this just sounds like demons, like exercising. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so pumped. I will admit, I would have been disappointed with the second half if it ended on like just another one of the songs that I didn't think was that amazing. But what a way to end it. Wow. Honestly, going into this, I thought that like by default, Pablo Honey would be by far my least favorite album by them. But like I'm thinking of making a video kind of like ranking all of the albums for me personally, and I thought Pablo Honey would instantly be last, but I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna have to go back and listen to some of the Bends and some of King of Limbs, and it's gonna be rough because that song like blew everything else out of the water. Okay, like dang, that was a good one. I think that concludes me listening to all of Radiohead's like studio albums that have been released, but I know there's got to be new stuff on the way soon. So whenever there's a new album drop, I'm going to be there. I'm going to continue listening to the King of Limbs from the basement. I'm going to continue making some Radiohead content throughout, the next couple months here. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I want you to leave below your rating of the albums. So rank them from worst to best, and I'd love to see what you guys' thoughts are, okay? Thank you for tuning in. I hope the black background wasn't too impossible to deal with. I hope you guys have a great day, and